We are back with episode 6 of the Hardcore Casual podcast thingy, what we're doing here.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
indeed.
UFC Austin, one of the
One of
best
the,
one of the best fight nights of the year, non pay-per-view event.
definitely one of the
Mm.
cards of the year, I'll say.
Yep. Really good.
Very good, very good. They really gotta stop fucking around with the Apex,
Fuck
and
the
stop.
Apex.
Yeah, fuck the Apex. We gotta have these crowds, man. I don't know if obviously the fighters are gonna fight no matter what, but I think that crowd really fucking helps them. You get a lot. There was 8 bonuses given out yesterday. Fucking 8. When was the last time there was 2 bonuses given out on a fucking Apex card? I
Yeah,
don't remember
didn't think
because
so.
yeah, I didn't fucking think so because they're all women's main event. I don't give a fuck.
But
Or
it's-
no, Jalt's Almeida. That was it.
That was in Brazil. And that shit was
But fuck
still
Jalton
booty.
Almeida. Yeah, fuck Jalton Almeida.
Uh,
Fuck Brazil.
Yeah, we hate Brazil over here.
Yeah, we fucking
Whole
hate
gang hates
Brazil.
Brazil.
We hate Brazil. Even though I train jiu-jitsu, we hate Brazil.
Yeah.
On to the
and,
fights.
Yeah, speaking of Brazil, we're going to talk about a Brazilian that really fucking sucks. And his name is
Just 'cause
Wellington Turman.
Just because he trains with Alex Pereira doesn't mean he's good. Get
No,
the fuck out of
alright.
here.
I know the UFC media team was really hyping him up. He's like, "Oh, he trains with Pereira," and then he came out into the fight and he was doing the what Sean Strickland was calling the tall man defense with the hands not covering the face, and he was trying to throw leg kicks like Pereira, but he doesn't have that natural indigenous Brazilian power like
He's not good.
Pereira. Yeah, and he's not good. He was tagging Jared Gooden though. He swelled up his eye pretty early. I don't know if that was like by the end of the first or like a couple minutes into the second. It didn't even last a couple minutes into the second because Gooden got rocked and then he actually rocked Turman and then Turman started doing the chicken dance and he followed him to the ground and then he choked out the BJJ expert and that's why Wellington Turman is terrible.
Yeah, the whole commentary team from the beginning of the fight to where it ended, they were like, "Oh, Beef Wellington Turman, known as a grappler, but he's looking very good on the feet." And then he got cracked and submitted. So, cut this man. Cut him just because you train with someone good doesn't mean you're good.
No.
On to the next fight. I did not watch this fight, so I'm gonna let one of these motherfuckers take it over.
Can
My shit wasn't working.
can you remind me on
Rodolfo Bellator versus
Oh, yeah.
Igor.
So we got
Hot.
we got some dude who retired the ghost of Shogun Hua earlier this year, and am I coming in clear? Am I good? I
Yeah,
felt
you're
okay.
good, you're good.
So we got the guy who retired the ghost of Shogun Hua versus some dude who just got a contract on this season of the Contender Series. And you know how light heavyweight is. It's just gonna be big old meaty men
shit.
that suck and they hit each other and it still sucks. Unless it doesn't, but that's only like if you're fighting for the belt. But even then. Anyways, back to these shitty light heavyweights. They were a little rock'em sock'em. I don't remember much of the first round, but the second round though, Bellato, the Brazilian, he got rocked and dropped, and he looked like he was about to see Jesus, right? And he was maybe like one or two hammer fists away from unconsciousness. And then Pateria gasses out. You couldn't write that shit, man. Like he was like, okay, I'm done now. I'm gonna hang on to him. And
He busted a nut. He was done.
yeah, then Bellator,
Dexterity, bruh.
yeah, Mr.
I'm sorry.
Bellator recovered, and they stood up. And I'm unsure if he got rocked or just a takedown happened, but Bellator ended up pounding out the guy who retired Shogun, and everybody was happy about it because it was just an absolutely wild comeback, which it was. But 205 still sucks.
205's fucking trash. Yeah, we'll just talk about the next 2 fights in session because it was basically the exact same. All you have to do is change the fighters and change the submission they were going. Jakar Close versus Joe Selecki. Joe Selecki, not good. Jakar Close, also not good. Joe Selecki was on his back and thought, "Hey, I train jiu-jitsu a lot. Throw up an armbar." And then he did, and he got it in. It looked pretty good. And then Jakar Close said, "Nuh-uh," and picked him up and slammed him right on his fucking head. Knocked him out cold. That's fucking great. We love to see violence like that. It's very rare that you get a slam knockout. And then, what do you know, 10 minutes later, Cody Bumdage and some guy named Zachary Reese that they brought in, who was 6-0, supposed to be good, They're going, and Zachary Reese ends up on the bottom and thinks to himself, "Hey, I trained jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna throw up a triangle." Throws up a triangle. It looks pretty good. Cody Brungin says, "Nuh-uh," picks him up and slams him on his fucking head. Puts him out cold. Two back-to-back slam KOs. What a fucking night. They always go big in Texas, don't they?
Oh, on God. You couldn't write
Yep.
that shit. I love the first one a little bit more because his head bounced like a foot off the canvas. But I like the second one more as well because it's just insane that two happened back to back. Like you'll never see that again. Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Selecki's head turned into a fucking basketball. It was insane.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
that vertical the verticality was unmatched, man. Like
yeah, yeah. Two back-to-back slams is fucking insane. What is also insane is moving on to the main card. Our boy Punahele Soriano versus Dustin. I'm not gonna try and say that name. Versus Dustin. I'm not gonna even fucking try. Puna, Puna is our boy. We met him at International Fight Week this year, and he was just walking around. "Hey guys, it's me, Puna. You know me? I work here. You want a picture?"
I
We go,
work here.
"Okay, okay." And we take a picture, get him to sign our shit. Hey, he signed our stuff. He must be good. Puna's not good. Puna has a left hand, and that's about it. So that yeah. So we fought Dustin Stoltzfus.
Yeah, that fight, like they came in first round, they were hitting each other. Like a minute in, like or a minute left, Puna gets taken down. Fucking like 2 seconds left of the first round, he gets fucking dropped. They come back in, it's like the fucking ghost of Puna. Fucking gets taken down on the fence. Fucking like couple seconds later, he gets put in a crank. I was coping. I was like, "Fuck, bro, this isn't gonna happen, right?" And then like it just slips under the chin, gets fucking choked out, bro.
Yeah, we were all kind of hoping that he would, fight the hands, Puna. It's just a neck crank. You'll be all right.
But
And then it
jiu-jitsu
slipped.
isn't real, bro.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu
No.
isn't real. Just break the grip. You're fine. And then it slipped under his chin, and we're like, oh, fuck.
Fuck.
We just have bias. You're just not that good. Now
Yeah.
he's definitely not gonna come on the
Yeah.
podcast.
I
Holy shit.
He hates us, bro.
I
He's
Oh,
never
texted him.
coming
I
on.
texted him like 2 weeks ago. If he wanted to come on the podcast, he left me on red. So, deservedly, Puna, you're not that good.
I
Sorry.
also want to add that Dustin Stoltzfus was 1-4 in the UFC coming into this fight. Most recently, getting knocked out by fucking Abbas Magomedov. That's
Oh,
all.
dude, how do you get knocked out by Abus Magomedov? That dude lost to Sean Strickland. Just kidding. Sean Strickland's the fucking best.
Sean Strickland's the goat.
Sean Strickland's the GOAT.
Again.
Moving on. Joaquim Silva versus Clay Guida. Old man.
man.
Old man says, "Wrestling has worked for me. I'm gonna do it again." It's like his 40th fight or some shit like that. I think that was like, yeah, I think it was his 40th fight.
Yeah, he was
in the
hitting
UFC.
numbers with that.
Yeah,
that
he was.
Match.
I think he was like fourth place or some shit. Speaking of hitting numbers, this motherfucker, who did he pass? Damian Maya. He passed Damian Maya. He broke his record like twice.
Yeah, he
Like-
lapped Damian Maya with like fight time and fucking like I think like
Control
clinch
time.
time or some shit like that.
I think it was control time. He passed Damian Maya for second longest time in control, and then he passed him for fourth in fight time. So goddamn Clay Guida going out there and fighting this young gun. Just fought Arman Sarukian, and who cracked Arman Sarukian when they fought. He had him hurt.
He had
bad,
him. He
so-
had him on broken skates. Like
Yeah, Joaquim Silva can crack. So we going into this, I think everyone was like, "Damn, Joaquim Silva's gonna fuck this dude up, and put him out," and he almost did. At the end of the first, he caught him with an uppercut that he was looking for. Clay obviously going wrestling, he's gonna shoot. Caught him with an uppercut, had him wobbled, almost got him out of there, and then Clay Guida came back in the second round and used his wrestling. And then the third, it was a little close, but Joaquim Silva got it. 29-28 across the board. Good shit on both of them. Good job on Clay for hanging in there with the up and comers and not dying. And good shit on Joaquim Silva for decrepit legend.
I can't believe you just called Joaquim Silva an up and comer. Anyways, we got
Isn't he?
no, not really.
Well
He's
then,
like,
fuck. Never mind.
yeah.
Was
This man
34,
had to verify the
being old.
Wikipedia real quick.
He's like the same age as Clay Guida.
Oh shit.
No.
Yeah, next fight we had Sean Brady coming back from his year vacation after getting finished by Bilal
Bilal
Muhammad.
fucking Muhammad.
Bilal Muhammad
Bilal,
who has like
bruh.
3 finishes in his overall like win record.
How bad do you have to be not only finished by Bilal, but knocked out? How do you get knocked out by Bilal
Yeah,
Muhammad?
bro. That's
You fucking suck.
yeah.
Lol.
Anyways, he came back after his year-long vacation because he was just coping with the fact
He
that
was sad.
Bilal finished him. He fought Kelvin Gastelum, who was cutting down to 170s for the first time since like what the Tyron Woodley fight, which was like
I think so. Yeah, it was
8
before.
to 10 years ago, a long ass time ago. Anyways, this man makes championship weight 170 on the dot. And
Oh,
just
yeah.
completely fucking sandbags this matchup, bro.
Completely shit the bed.
This man's trying to pull guard against a grappler, and he's just getting wrestle fucked, and he's not fighting any positions. He's just outgunned and outmatched, and it was really sad to see, in all honesty. And Sean Brady found a Kimura in the 3rd round, and Kelvin tapped, and everybody just kind of had a collective sigh, and I don't know. That I'm just kind of
Yeah.
sad. That was shit. That was
Yeah, it was
absolute
disappointing.
inexcusable, unacceptable, abhorrent. I'm about to puke on this fucking desk right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was getting food because because I pay to watch these. I pay full price for these fight nights and these pay-per-views. So
Love paying for these
I had it on
things.
my phone. So I went to go get food, and I had it on my little phone holder.
Speaking of
Sean
food,
Brady, yeah, Sean Brady and Kelvin Gastelum, and I was like, hey, I can watch this while I order. Probably be a line. Shit was so boring I didn't even want to watch. I stare at the McDonald's menu screen more than I wanted to fucking watch that fight. So yeah, moving on. Uh, our boy, Figgy, can't you see? That fight was good. Jesus Christ, he moved up to 135, Davison Figueiredo, and still cutting a fuck ton of weight. I don't know how this dude does it. Walks around at 170, cut down to 125. That's 45 fucking pounds. And he's moving up. It'll be healthy. He's still cutting 35.
Like,
Anyways, he's fighting. He fought Rob Font. Uh, it shouldn't have been Rob Font. Should have been fucking Peter Yan. That's the
yeah,
fight right there.
that's the next one to be made.
Yeah, that's the next fight. But yeah, so he fights Rob Font, and he's doing good. It is a good fight. They're cracking each other, and one of the questions was, is Figueiredo's power gonna translate well to 5? Because fucking huge for 125. So he's able to crack these little midgets, because he's gigantic. So he's got power. But 35ers are big too. So he moved up. Oh, is his power gonna translate? Yes, absolutely. He had Font on fucking skates. Forgot what round it was, but he had him hurt. But Font was doing good with his patent little Boston jab, going good. Yeah, it was a good fight between the two of them. Unanimous decision. 30-27. 30-27 is a little weird. That was like too competitive of a fight for it to be 30-27. But Figgy won. Figueiredo got it. That's the guy right there. Uh, and then moving
Murder.
on. Yeah, moving on.
yeah, no. Now we can see the Peter Yan. All right, now we can get it because I've been calling for that fight for so fucking long, and then they announced Rob Font. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we can see the Peter Yan fight, and yeah, good shit to Figgy because I don't know. It feels like everybody wobbles Rob Font, but he was wobbling him, like wobbling him.
Yeah, he was doing good work against Font. And now moving on to the fight that took this entire card and went from, oh, a good bit of violence and fun on a Saturday night to, oh my God, I hope I wake up in the morning and Bobby Green isn't fucking dead. It was that serious. Uh,
Yeah, let me
Bobby,
get to my desk real quick.
yeah.
I'm gonna cover this shit. Right,
Oh, there we go.
right proper. 1 second.
Let this man get back to his desk. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Oh, baby. Okay. So, the story goes, it was supposed to be Bobby Green versus my boy's boy Dan Hooker in a classic bang 'em out, draw 'em out 5 round co-main event. You know, Nate Diaz style, right? And then Dan Hooker broke his fucking arm checking a kick. And so we were like, oh shit, who's Bobby Green gonna fight? And then they coaxed Jalen Turner into trying to make 155 pounds on like what 8 days notice? Some
I
insane.
think it was like 9 days
shit.
or some shit like that.
Absolutely insane. I was watching
Jalen
the
Turner-
weigh-in. I was watching the weigh-in show live on Friday morning, and I saw him step on that scale, and bro, he weighed in 157. 5 minutes later, he comes back, steps into the curtain, and makes 156 on the dot. And I was like, holy shit, the madman just done it.
Yeah, Jalen Turner's fucking huge. He's
6'3",
gigantic.
bro.
Yeah, he's 6'3" as a lightweight, and for that kind of size at a smaller weight class, you fucking need some time to cut weight. You need a camp. 9 days notice isn't it? That's fucked. That's hard. It's really
Yeah.
hard.
Bro
And-
must have
and-
been
and the-
just staying ready, in all honesty. Like, he had to have been staying ready, like, floating around maybe 170, 165 or some shit like that. That's incredible how he made that weight.
Yeah, the madman did it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not here to talk about the weight. We're here to talk about
The fight.
the
And,
fucking beating,
Yeah,
the
Bob-
curb stomping, the most concerned I've ever been while watching a fight.
Yeah, that's the most, like, I don't think I've ever came close to regretting being an MMA fan as much as I did during this stoppage, right? Because Bobby Hood Green comes into the fight trying to do his little, like, Philly shell, hands down. I'm a weave your punches as soon as you throw. But Jalen Turner's not having that shit, bro. He was catching him hard, catching him early. He was really fast. And, he caught a 1-2 on Green's temple, and Green starts to wobble, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then he hits him with another 1-2, sends into the canvas, and this man goes face down, belly down, hands on his temples loosely, right? And he eats 19 unanswered shots to the fucking dome. Goes
counted,
unconscious, bro. Mid
Bro went out
time, like,
multiple times.
bro went out like 4 fucking times, dude. And Kerry Hatley's just watching that shit like, damn, somebody should stop this fight. And he does it, and he waits until Bobby Green's unconscious, eats 2 more shots to the temple, and then he gets in, bro. That was fucking horrifying, bro.
It was fucking.
Oh, God.
It was disgusting, bro. Like, even the commentary. Obviously, the commentary will talk shit on. If it's like even remotely a late stoppage, like, oh, dude, you let him eat a few. This was fucking horrible. This was like he could have fucking died.
That shit was
Like, it
egregious.
bad.
Like
Yeah.
this might be like I personally myself, I think that's a bit like a screw job, bro. Like this is something that's probably gonna be covered in the news in the next like 5 years or some shit, dude. Cause that
Terry
that
Hatley
shit's
was
not
was
fucking okay.
Terry Hatley
had
was
money on
Armin's
Bobby.
team. He was on Armin's team, bro.
Yeah, he got a
Paid off.
yeah.
Mm.
There was a sniper laser on fucking Kerry Hatley's head if he didn't do exactly what he did.
No, yeah,
Swear to
that was,
God.
that was fucked.
Yeah.
And then I waited. I specifically watched the post-fight press conference to see what Dana would say, to see if he would rip into him. And to my disappointment, he didn't. Which was like, bro, fire his ass.
That
He
means
was like, "Oh, yeah."
that means it's a screw job confirmed.
Yeah, yeah. He was like, you know, most refs would be like, oh, my bad, guy, whoops. But he was like, no, Kerry Hadley legitimately bad, and it's like, well, I fucking hope he does. He let him die. Like, it's fucked up.
He
It was
doesn't feel
re-
a
it was-
goddamn thing in that heartless
no,
void
yeah,
of his.
It was fucked. Like,
Yeah.
I got sad.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it
genuinely
fucking sucks,
concerned.
dude. Yeah. And
No,
I
that's-
got sad
yeah,
when
Kerry-
Bobby went down, and then the hammer fucking like everything. Him getting fucking abused on the canvas made it even fucking
Mhm.
worse, bruh.
no, that's years off your life, bro. It was
Yeah.
fucked
He
up.
might not ever
Then
be
I
the
start
same again.
slurring, bro.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's also the same referee that nearly let Michelle Waterson fucking die what was that, a month and a half ago?
Who was she fighting? I don't even
It
remember
was
that fight.
it was the
Was it
rematch with
the
Marina
Met girl?
Rodriguez.
Uh,
No,
Oh,
it
it's
wasn't.
right. That's
oh yeah,
right.
Where she got the shit knocked out of her for like a round and a half or something, and she was done 3 minutes into that fight. But
I do remember that fight.
yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ, Craig Hammond, what the fuck are you
absolute
doing?
horror show of a co-main event. Great win for Jalen Turner. It wasn't his fault, man. He's doing his job.
yeah.
Yeah,
Kerry Hatley
you're a
fucked
fighter.
all the way up.
Yeah, you're a
Go
fighter.
until they stop it.
Yeah, exactly. Even Jalen, he was at the post-fight press conference. He was like, "I'm not gonna stop until." There's no disrespect to all the respect to Jalen Turner and Bobby Green for both going out there and fighting. Good shit on Jalen Turner. Solid fucking win because Bobby he's having a resurgence. Motherfucker's good. They're both very good. Good on Jalen for getting back in the win column. This has nothing to do with the fighters. It was a murder, and it was all the refs' fault. It could have been very bad. So yeah, that horrible fucking stuff. One of the worst I've ever seen, if not the worst I've ever
The
seen
worst
live.
I've seen. That's probably the worst I've seen, man.
Yeah, I've ever seen. It was fucking scary. But enough about almost murder. We're gonna talk about
Real murder.
I just wanna say that the last podcast I called it. Armin Tsarukyan fucking murdered Beneil Dariush like I said he would, cause he's the fucking man. Give this man a title shot and he'll fucking kill Islam, bro. He'll go over there. He'll go to fucking Abu Dhabi. He'll do it in. He'll kill that inbred fucking bitch. He'll kill him. He'll take his title. He'll fucking pull his cock out and piss all over his fucking Islam's dead body.
Yo.
He'll go over to his corner, fucking piss on Khabib. Arman's the next champ. I don't give a fuck. But before that, I think you give him a Dustin or Gaethje. But yeah, he knocked that motherfucker out in like 40 seconds. Hit him with the knee that kind of caught him. Beneil looked up and was like, "Oh, good knee, kid," and just binked with a right hand, put him straight out, and then like 3 or 4 hammerfish, and it was over. He's the fucking man.
Yeah, Beneil got fucked up. Like he got fucking cracked, man. Sorry, I'm taking a sip of my drink.
Beneil's done.
Beneil,
Yeah.
title aspirations are pretty much gone.
Was 35,
yeah.
getting old.
Knowing him, not knowing him. What the fuck am I saying? But my guess is he's probably gonna fight maybe a handful more times before calling it. But he's done. Like, I think
Tony route.
yeah, something like that. Maybe not that. Maybe he can pick up. I can give him at least one win. You know, if he continues to fight after this. I just want to say that I think if he talked way more shit, he totally could have gotten that title shot and maybe even been champion already.
Yeah,
He was
honestly.
just always very cordial and non-confrontational in his interviews, I guess, because they're always like, "Who do you want to fight next?" When he was on his massive fucking streak, "Who do you want to fight next?" "I'll fight anybody they put in front of you as long as it's for as long as I get to the title eventually." I'm like, bro, you gotta call out a name, bro. Sorry, I burped. You gotta drop some names.
Yeah, that's how you just end up being a fucking puppet for the UFC. They're like, "Oh, you're not gonna call it the champ, even though you're in a fucking 10-fight win streak? Here's another ranked opponent, loser. Get through him and maybe you'll get a title shot."
Yeah, he was
Man, call out the fucking champ. What are
he
you
was
doing?
doing favors for the UFC because he was just getting fed the scraps of the 155. And then none of the other top fivers wanted to fight him either. Dustin ducked him twice? If you decline to fight him twice, I'm gonna say you're ducking him, all right? Because I'm gonna say it, yeah. He ducked Beneil, and now Beneil just kind of lost his stride with the momentum and all that shit, you know. So yeah, that's sad for him.
But yeah, big dubs for my boy Armin. It seems like I'm the only motherfucker in the hardcore casuals group chat that's an Armin fan. I don't give a fuck. That's my boy. Armin Tsarukyan is my boy. I've been riding with him for like 2 years. Even after he he lost to Gamrot, I was like, nah, bro, that's my guy.
That was
I
a
did
close
think
one and a fun
I did
one.
think he lost that fight, but still, Armin's my boy, and I'm very excited for him in the future. He's either gonna get the next title shot after Charles, or he's one win away. And if he's one win away, I think you give him Gaethje.
Yeah, they might put him up to considering the fact he sparked Benil out so badly, they might put him even at like number 4 or 3 instead of like 5 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
If
Benil
they
was
put him
ranked.
at,
Benil was ranked 4, and Armin was ranked like 8. And if you murder a top 5 guy like that in fucking one shot, you're gonna take his place and pass him.
yeah, if they put him at number 3, he's probably getting the next shot after Charles, I'd say. But we're gonna have to see what happens when the rankings update, because you know how arbitrary that shit could be.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think we're gonna call it here for episode 6. Got everything else out that we needed to.
Yeah. The next fight night is next weekend. Song Yadong versus Chris Gutierrez. It's a pretty good fight. Anthony Smith versus Roundtree. Yikes.
Oh yeah, Anthony Smith's funeral tomorrow or next Saturday. Excuse me.
Yeah. Sumu Darji. Jamie Malarkey versus Nasrat Hakparas. Skinny Gasol.
Actual skinny gas to him.
Yeah. Oh shit! The fucking Iron Turtle is fighting.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Let's fucking go. He's fighting Andre Muniz. Let's go, dude. Iron Turtle's the guy. Tetsuo Tara. And that's pretty much all that we know. But yeah, good little South Korea event that's happening in Vegas, because fuck South Korea or wherever the fuck it was supposed to be.
They couldn't go to Singapore again or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah, that'll be it.
and that's it. We'll get back to you when we watch those fights, and we'll have some bullshit to complain about then. So
exactly.
that calls it.
Yep.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, we have an Instagram. On YouTube or Spotify, just look up Hardcore Casuals, and you will find us and listen and like it and do everything you want to do with the podcast.
Indeed. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the Misha Tate